get to introduce, in the spirit of collegiality and the language of the Senate, my distinguished colleague from the House, Congressman Stanton.
Thank you very much, Coach Wyden. We're fired up now after that. That's awesome. I represent Phoenix, Arizona. When I left on Sunday, it was 119 degrees. So this is a nice, cool day for me here in Washington, D.C. Good afternoon. I am so glad to be here for this wonderful celebration of the first anniversary of the Inflation Reduction Act. We all knew then what this legislation meant. Jobs, jobs, and more good jobs. And the numbers don't lie. Over the last year, $8.3 billion in private investment in my home state of Arizona alone in solar, electric vehicles, and battery manufacturing. Already, almost 13,000 good, high-paying jobs created throughout my state. Don't just take my word for it. Just a few months ago, I met with the CEO of Core Power, an innovative battery manufacturer. They are building a facility in Arizona to produce battery cells that will replace up to 12 million gallons of gasoline every year. He told me that the Inflation Reduction Act was the lift that they needed to expand operations, and Core Power has committed to partnering with Arizona colleges to train and hire local workers. There are already 13 more projects just like this one that have broken ground in Arizona in the last year. This town has been talking about bringing manufacturing jobs back to the United States for decades, and guess what? Democrats actually did it. We are fighting inflation, improving our supply chain, strengthening America's national security by reducing our dependence on foreign energy. But while economic lift is undeniable, this bill was also the largest and most significant investment to fight climate change in American history. And no place has been spared the impacts of climate change. Arizona is on the front lines. In my hometown of Phoenix, we are in the midst of a tragic, record-breaking heat wave. Yesterday was our 26th straight day above 110 degrees. Today will be the 27th straight day. These investments couldn't come soon enough. We are on a path to cut greenhouse gas emissions by 40% by the end of this decade, and that is getting us closer to the commitments that we have made as a country. We only got this bill across the finish line because of great support from environmental advocacy groups like the ones here represented today, businesses, and of course our friends in labor. And it is my honor. I get to serve with so many wonderful members of the United States Congress. This way? Okay, I got two of them right around me. I'm not sure who to introduce. A real leader that I've had a chance to serve with on the Judiciary Committee for 2 terms, a guy who was holding the Supreme Court accountable, and I'm proud of that work, Congressman Hank Johnson.
Thank you, Greg. And thank you all for being here today.